How to knit the divided cable stitch for the loom. For today's tutorial, you will need your knitting loom. Today we are using the Kiss regular gauge knitting loom with no spacers in between the pins and the pegs, your knitting tools, 2 stitch markers, safety pins or cable needle, and a ball of yarn. Today we are using Tosh Chunky by Madeline Tosh in the color Posy. For this stitch, we will be using the following techniques: knit stitch, purl stitch, twist 4 back, twist 4 front purl, twist 2 back, twist 2 front, cable 2 back, and cable 2 front. This stitch is worked over a panel of 12 stitches on a background of reverse stockinette stitch. Row 1, knit 1, purl 1. Repeat this 3 more times. Then do a twist 4 back stitch. To do a twist 4 back stitch, using your stitch markers, cable needle, or safety pins, lift off the next 2 stitches and set them behind your work. Then knit the next 2 stitches while slipping them back 2 pegs. Now set down the stitches in the back of your work on the empty pegs in order. Purl these stitches. Row 2, purl the first stitch. Then knit the next 3 stitches. Then purl 1 stitch and knit 1. Repeat this 3 more times. Row 3, knit the first stitch, then purl the next stitch. Repeat this 2 more times. Then do a twist 4 back stitch, then a twist 2 front stitch. To do a twist 2 front stitch, skip the next stitch and purl the following stitch. Slip that stitch off the peg and hold it in your fingers. Grab the previous stitch we skipped and move it over to the empty peg. Now set down the stitch in your fingers onto the empty peg. Knit the next stitch. Row 4, knit the first stitch. Then purl 2 stitches. Knit 3, purl the next stitch, then knit 1. Repeat this 2 more times. Row 5. Knit the first stitch, then purl 1. Repeat this one more time. Then do a twist 4 back stitch. Then a twist 2 front stitch. Then do a twist 2 back stitch. To do a twist 2 back stitch, slip the next stitch onto your stitch marker and set it behind your work. Knit the next stitch and slip it back 1 peg. Now set down the stitch from your stitch marker onto the empty peg and purl that stitch. Row 6. Purl the first stitch. Then do a cable 2 front stitch. To do a cable 2 front stitch, slip the next stitch and knit the following stitch. Slide that stitch off the peg and hold it with your fingers. Grab the previous stitch we skipped and moved it forward 1 peg. Then set down the stitch in your fingers on the empty peg. Knit the next stitch. Then purl 2 stitches. Knit 3. Purl 1. Knit 1. Repeat this one more time. Row 7. Knit the first stitch. Purl 1. Then do a twist 4 back stitch. Then a twist 2 front stitch. Then a twist 2 back stitch. Then another twist 2 front stitch. Row 8. Knit the first stitch. Purl 2. Then do a cable 2 back stitch. To do a cable 2 back stitch, slip the next stitch off the peg and onto your stitch marker. Then knit the next stitch and slip it back 1 peg. Now set down the stitch from your stitch marker onto the empty peg. Knit that stitch. Then purl 2 stitches. Knit the next 3 stitches. Purl 1 and knit the last stitch. Row 9. Begin with a twist 4 back stitch. Then do a twist 2 front stitch. And a twist 2 back stitch. Repeat this one more time. Row 10. Purl the first stitch. Then do a cable 2 front stitch. Purl 2 more stitches. And do another cable 2 front stitch. Purl the next 3 stitches. And knit the last 2 stitches. Row 11. Do a twist 4 front purl stitch. To do a twist 4 front purl stitch, skip the next 2 stitches and knit the next stitch, then purl 1 stitch. Slip those 2 stitches off the pegs and onto stitch markers. Then grab the 2 previous stitches and slide them over 2 pegs. Then set the stitches from your stitch marker down on the empty pegs in order. Knit the next 2 stitches. Then do a twist 2 back stitch. Then a twist 2 front stitch. And repeat this one more time. Row 12. Repeat row 8. Row 13, knit the first stitch, then purl 1. Then do a twist 4 front purl stitch, then a twist 2 back stitch, then a twist 2 front stitch, and another twist 2 back stitch. Row 14, repeat row 6. Row 15, knit the first stitch, purl 1, repeat this one more time. Then do a twist 4 front purl stitch, then a twist 2 back stitch, and finally a twist 2 front stitch. Row 16, repeat row 4. Row 17, knit 1, purl 1. Repeat this 2 more times. Then do a twist 4 front purl stitch, then a twist 2 back stitch. Row 18. Repeat row 2. Row 19. Knit the first stitch, purl the next stitch. Repeat this 3 more times. Then do a twist 4 front purl stitch. Row 20. Knit the first 2 stitches, then purl 1. Knit 1. Repeat this 4 more times. Repeat rows 1 through 20 until you've reached your desired length. And that's how you knit the divided cable stitch for the loom. Want more loom knitting tutorials? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow our blog at vintagestorehouse.com to get new videos and posts sent right to your inbox. Thanks for watching!